So I think
Let's finish it.
so. I think I have a unique perspective. Well, not unique. I have a good perspective, being that I worked in the restaurant as well, and I worked with beef for a while. So a couple of my I guess like observations or things that I know from beef is I think we talked about getting the drinks refilled. I always loved when beef would get a table where they'd order a drink and then he'd go get like their Coke or whatever. And as soon as he set it down and he greeted another table, that guy or woman would like want a refill
Oh, that was me.
because that just like initiated like pissed off beef.
Oh
And then like
man.
he'd get it and then he'd be like there'd be times where he'd be back be like this motherfucker.
Wait, hold on.
And
Time
then
out.
he would just like
Oh man.
Time out. Time
Now
out.
we
Time
got
out.
a whole new conversation
Time out.
now
Was it?
because
Wait. Was it
that
like
was me.
they would get their drink and they would like gulp it down?
Yeah.
And be like,
Yeah.
"Where's my
Oh,
thing?" In
yeah.
like 30 seconds, or were they like take? Hold on. Were they taking us like 2 sips of it and be like, "Hey, come on, fill this back up"?
No, it was a gulp.
They
It was
just-
no,
like
they, no, they
finish
would
it
no,
down.
they would
Like,
like
finish
they
the
would like
drink.
gulp it.
Wow.
That would be
Yeah.
me. So I have
And so
something
I
in defense
love
to
to
that
see
though.
beef get two.
I have something in defense to
Oh,
that.
beef's gonna fight you.
So we had a offsite that we'd always go to after hockey games. Like it was like our go-to spot. I think it was in
on
Huntington
beach.
Beach.
Was it on beach?
It was on beach, yeah.
Yeah.
That offsite on the right side
Mhm.
as you're going northbound.
Your dad,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Dude,
No, not that one.
such a good offset. Like I don't know. I just love their food. But anyways, I'd always get a raspberry iced tea after the hockey game. And dude, it's after a hockey game, right? And they gave you like beer mugs. It was pretty big at Hofstra.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
I would pound
Mhm.
it. I would probably be done with 3 of them within like the first 10 minutes of being there.
So that's what I
So-
started doing. I would
Yeah.
grab like 3 or 4 mugs, and I'd
Yeah.
fill them up at once. If the person
I love
redid it.
waiters and waitresses like that.
that because
When you know like I'm thirsty or
Yeah.
like at Korean barbecues, right?
Yeah.
They try and just refill 1 cup for you, and it's like,
Mhm.
dude, I need more than that. And then they bring you the pitcher or the container with like the ice and water in it.
Getting,
Well,
getting a pitcher of water.
The
is
worst
yes.
though, like the reason why there was one guy though, it's particular, and then I'll let you give it back to you, Coach, real
we'll
quick,
get back to
because
that.
this is really why this is important. Because it started with this El Medina coach, and I hope if he ever watches this YouTube video or this stream right now, guy's a total fucking
Mhm.
prick. Like you're a fucking prick. As a girls softball coach, like, and it was funny because we'd work with El Medina kids, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, I love this guy. He was a complete dick. He's a dickwad of a person, and you're a horrible person." And he would like come in and like just come in at like almost 9 o'clock, and then he would like he always want Diet Coke, and he had a particular way he wanted it, and then like one time I brought these like giant. So we at Islands you can actually get these like the beer mugs that are like gigantic.
Uh-huh.
So I would pour it in that, and one time he's like, "No, I don't want these. I want the smaller one." And I'm like, "I'm closing right now," and I was like, and in my mind I was like, you tip like shit too, by the way. You're a horrible tipper. We watched the
Oh,
other
man.
segment. Oh, we're on the same segment. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
same
You
segment.
should be listening to this more than anyone. He's a horrible tipper. Like, El Medina hired a horrible coach of a person because if he tips like that, he's got to be horrible to his kids too. Like I cannot. So you coach open that up for me because like, but that guy, that's where that came from, coach. That was like that one guy like one of my
Yeah,
first times
I remember this.
serving was like that, and then he tipped me $1, and I served him so well, and I talked to him, and I was just like, and he'd come in at 9 o'clock when we closed every Friday when I was closing, and I was
no
like,
soul.
and he's just like he's like like beer belly like coming in, and he's just like, and he's
Oh,
like,
man.
I want 2 Diet Cokes, and it's like we could throw, and it was like, and I remember just
Give him
sitting
the
there and
hose.
be like, but what bugged me the most about him was the whole thing where I brought him 2 giant mugs of those, thinking this will buy me an extra 5 minutes because this guy's still gonna suck this thing down, and like there was this one time where I was actually leaving to go to the company I met G at, and I purposely grabbed 5 and I set it on there, and he's like, I don't want all these at once, like they're gonna get warm, and I'm like, I told him I was like, I don't care. And I just like walked
Yeah, that
away. And
probably
I was
felt
like,
so
yeah,
good.
it did feel good. And I
Coach-
honestly wish I could have told you to go fuck yourself too. On top of that, because you're a horrible person, whoever you are.
Coach, you opened up a
I opened up a
can
can of worms.
of,
but that's
can
okay.
of worms.
Sorry,
on-
go ahead,
Because
Coach.
honestly,
How do you feel about tipping?
there's so many there's so many there were so many good times though with beef. Like honestly, I hated. Okay, sorry, I didn't hate it. I tried not to laugh when he was like in a rage because I'm like I don't want this guy to not want to be my friend.
You don't want
But,
you don't want to redirect the anger back onto you.
Oh my God.
Get out of his way.
Yeah, but it's like, but sometimes
They
it
were
was
there.
just hilarious because it's like he seemed to get some of the worst ones, and I'd be like, yeah, I've got like the Golden Girls over here on 72,
Dude, he
and
does
they're all
have
trying
the
to give
worst
me their
luck when
phone
he does
number.
that.
Oh man.
But I think so. I think in like
I have like that.
in the service
Remember, like,
industry.
oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being rude. I was gonna
No,
talk
here.
about dodgeball. Never mind.
Oh fuck.
I was talking about dodgeball when he like, I'd get like one of those. Remember when the Justin Long's washing the cars, and he's like,
Yes.
Get in
and
there,
Oh
he's like,
nice
get
and
in there,
deep
nice,
black.
and he's like putting his finger in his belly button. That's like the type of people I
Yeah.
get.
It's got the dog barking at him.
Yeah, get in there,
Get in there, nice and deep, black.
Nice
Yeah.
and deep.
Well, he shouldn't have been down on
Yeah.
all four.
Oh,
in
he
the
was
first
on all
place,
Yeah.
so he
in
was kinda
shorts.
asking for that one.
In
And then
in
he
Daisy
did like
Du-
the turnaround.
He was in Daisy Dukes. Like,
Yeah, seriously, you're kind of asking for it
Alright,
at that point.
Coach, how do you feel about tipping?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
We'll get there.
So there was this one.
We get there when we get
so
there.
every time you ask me, I'm just be like, so there's this one time with beef.
Yeah.
And I told me a story like ignites
And
it.
it's like
Just a different story every
Yeah,
time.
it's like me just going
Beef-
mini road rage or mini
Beef is just gonna be red the entire night
It's like
because he's like
PTSD.
reliving his.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god, my head. hurts
Friggin-
from